Hi, my name is Michael Ferguson and I am president of the Danbury High School Young Republicans. This is hopefully the first of many messages that I will deliver. In these messages, I will talk about various issues that our country is faced with. I will talk about what the Young Republicans feel is the best solution to deal with these many issues and why we feel that way. The overall theme of my message today is to discuss many areas that we Young Republicans feel are important ever since the inauguration of our new president. To begin, we would like to congratulate President Barack Obama and wish him the best of luck. Though we did not feel he was the most qualified person to lead our nation, we respect him because he is our president. His inauguration was truly a historic day and a good day for America. However, now that the celebrations are over, the time has come to address certain areas that we would like to express our opinion on. Within the first couple of days of President Obama's inauguration, he asked for the closing of Guantanamo Bay within the next year. At this week's Young Republicans meeting, this one issue dominated the meeting. The biggest problem with this is where to place the close to 250 people there. The president has not said where he intends to put them. However, many signs show that some places in the United States are very possible scenarios. Fort Leavenworth in Kansas has been a very likely possibility, along with a few other areas. The dilemma with this is whether or not Americans want suspected terrorists being within their country. If you live in Kansas, chances are that you would not be that happy with this possible scenario. Free Americans should not have to worry about the possibility of suspected terrorists being not only in their country, but in their own state. President Obama has not thought his plan through. He not only has told the world of his intentions, but he also told the world that he does not know where these detainees should be put. What type of an image does this send? The president's plan is going to be received very well within Al-Qaeda in terrorist regions. This is because he is becoming less strict on our national security policies, especially those regarding terrorism. I know that President Obama cares about the protection of our nation. However, his actions since taking office are troublesome. Our firm commitment to defeating terrorism no longer seems to echo across America and translate throughout the globe. This in itself is something terrorists may take advantage of. This is the type of thing that would possibly raise their spirits. To see that America is considering changing the way that we treat and respond to possible terrorists may encourage them even more to do harm to our beloved nation. I hope President Obama will look at all sides of this issue and fully understand the possibilities of what could happen if he carries out his ideas. I also would like him to consider one more very important analysis. During the months leading up to the Gulf War in 1991, foreign policy and security became very critical aspects of what our government focused on. However, come 1992, our economy took a hit, and that became the number one issue. Following the election of a new president that same year, the focus turned to our economic problems and how to address them. However, we took our eye off what would become major national security problems that we would face come the 21st century. Foreign policy became a back burner issue, and in less than 8 months after President Clinton left office, our nation saw the worst attack since Pearl Harbor. History tends to repeat itself, but I hope that is not the case today. Once again, our country is faced with tremendous economic problems, worse than the early 90s. Also, all of the attention has shifted towards getting our economy back on track. Now that is definitely the number one issue we are faced with, and it needs all the attention that it is getting. However, President Obama and members in Congress cannot forget about foreign policy and the threat of terrorism. our freedom is still the most important aspect of American life, and it continues to be so based on our ability to remain protected and safe. I am not saying that this is going to happen, but President Obama, please do not let history repeat itself. Our country cannot afford it, and we as Americans never want to face another day like September 11th. A few positives have occurred for our Republican Party within the last week as well. First, all House Republicans stood up for the average American and said no to the Democrats' so-called stimulus plan. They realized that it was not a stimulus plan, it was a government spending plan. President Obama traveled to the Capitol trying to get bipartisan support of the bill. However, Republicans did not budge. They did not budge for the President or for Speaker Nancy Pelosi. They did not budge because they were fighting for us. Republicans stood united. They stood against the proposed bill because it made no sense. The bill included a long list of items that would do anything but revive our economy, not to mention that it was full of pork. The bill included $50 million going to the National Endowment for the Arts, $200 million going to upgrade the National Mall, $670 million going to fix restrooms and other buildings in national parks, and $250 million to help fix State Department computers. Now, these are not necessarily bad projects, but they are not stimulus, and that was what the goal of this bill was. The $819 billion plan contained close to $545 billion in government spending. Increasing spending will not get the economy going again. Republicans know that tax cuts, just like what President Reagan did during the early 80s, is what gets an economy moving forward. This Democratic plan will not create many new jobs, and chances are it won't do anything close to re-energizing our economy, at least in the immediate months ahead. Only 25% of the money in this bill is expected to be spent by early next year, likely not doing nearly enough to even make a difference. That is why this is a waste of money. Congress should regroup and come up with a real plan, one that actually will work and will make a difference. Instead, Democratic leaders have decided to follow President Obama's plan of adding socialist policies to our economy. However, history shows that this does not work. It has not worked in other countries, and it especially will not work here. One thing that should be said is that the President wanted to compromise with Republicans. Congressional Democrats did not, and they did whatever they wanted. President Obama deserves a thank you for willing to want to listen to our point of view. Unfortunately, between Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid, Democrats are able to do whatever they want in Congress. They are possibly the most liberal leaders in the history of America. But Republicans are here. Fiscal conservatism is back. Republican National Committee members have just elected a brand new chairman to lead our party. Michael Steele is the first African American to ever hold this position. And with his leadership and bold ideas, Republicans are focused. We are getting back to the principles that have made us strong. Our party's future looks good. We are energized, excited, and ready to point out the many differences we have with the Democrats. Chairman Steele said that he wants to become competitive in all parts of the nation. He is going to help appeal to all types of people from all over America. And we Republicans will be right behind him. We too are determined. We are ready. We are ready to fight for the American people and our future. At the end of the day, Republicans are just looking to make the days ahead brighter. With the election of Michael Steele as our new chairman, and with the House Republicans saying no to more government spending, Republicans everywhere are ready to stand up with enthusiasm for our great country. The pundits, the mainstream media, and many other critics might say that the Republican Party has lost their voice, and do not have a bright future ahead. However, they are wrong. Do not be ashamed, no matter if you live in a conservative or liberal part of the country. Do not be ashamed to be a Republican. We are the party of Lincoln, the party of Reagan, and just like they did, we are ready to make our country stronger. America needs our leadership now more than ever. We have to keep the Democratic leaders in check, and while doing so, we will show the American people that our ideas are better for the average person. I am confident that Republicans will be back. And I know Republicans will be back because we already are headed that way. Thank you.